It's a good day because I hit one of my parlays. I missed the previous like 20, but I hit it, so it evens out technically.
Like, are you done? I think.
We're recording the YouTube video. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be installing the chasebays is300 power steering relocation kit. I've seen, I think, one or two videos on YouTube on how to do it. So one thing you need to know is if you're buying this for a GE, it'll work, but it won't look as clean, and mounting it will be a little bit harder than what it's meant, because it's meant for a 1JZ and a 2JZ GTE. So it's supposed to have the turbo version of your 2J, which would have the factory the factory manifold that sits right here. So you would have a lot more room to mount it on the side. My dumbass ain't really read that far. I just said relocation kit, order. So we have it, but I think I can make it work. I know I can make it work. I always make it work. But yeah, I already started on it a little bit. I'll catch you guys up onto that, and then we'll go step by step on how to do it. So yeah, it's right there. But let's get straight to it. Also, it's cold as shit outside. If y'all see me in a shiesty, don't mind me. Okay, so as we get closer here, you guys can see I already have the reservoir missing. Basically, I already took it off. I already put this. I think it's a flame. I don't know what you call it, but I already have this piece on, which comes with it. Um, it's already tightened down. I had to grind it down so we can clear my throttle body for this. That's another topic for another time. But it clears now. So we already have that installed. It uses your factory holes. You can use your factory bolts, and I'm gonna have it angled this way. So the next step from here would be taking off this line that runs to the back to the steering rack, and the other one for these right here, which runs to the steering rack. So that's the next step. Let's get straight to it. Okay, but before we get over to the under the car, we're gonna go over what goes where. So this is the reservoir, pretty basic. Um, this line right here with this AN runs off that and into the reservoir, and as you can see, the line ain't too long, so you have a certain amount of room where you can put it, which would be probably around this area. So that's those two lines, well, one line and the reservoir. This line right here will run from here, right here. You'll take this off and it'll run to the steering rack in the back, and that's how this is where this line runs. I'll show you where this other end connects. And then this last line runs from the other spot on the steering rack and into the reservoir. So it's pretty simple, but it's cold, so let's get to it. Okay, so now we're gonna go under the car. Probably should put a piece of rug under here, but as we go under, this is the steering rack. Maybe leaking a little bit, but it's these two right here. Get a better angle for you guys. It's this one right here, and there's this one right here. It's just those two. So the super hard line, the high pressure one, will go to this one right here, and the other adjustable one, which was that runs to the reservoir, goes to the top one, which is pretty basic if you can really think about it. It's just two lines, but yeah. Now what we're gonna do is unscrew this and those two lines from the back, and there's a piece right in there, as you guys can see. That we're gonna unscrew that and take all these lines out, so we have everything ready to install. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so to take your reservoir off, it's pretty simple and easy. You'd obviously want to pump your fluid out first, but once you get that out, it's 3 bolts. There's one right here. They're all 12 mils. So one right here. I think the other one's right here, and there's one more down in between the pulley, the power steering pulley, which is right here, and they're all 12 mils. And after that, to take this line off, you'll need a 17, and you just unscrew that and it pops out. Next, for that one down there, it's just a 10 mil, and the bottom two lines that connect to the power steering are both 17. So you either need an adjustable wrench or um, or a 17 wrench. So yeah, but yeah, let's get straight to it. Achoo! Okay, so I did miss one more line. So there's another line that has a bolt which sits right there, which is another 10 mil. Yeah, that is lined up. But we got everything off from this side. Now we're about to go under and take those two lines off, and we should be set. Okay, so another thing to note is when you're doing this high pressure line, which runs from the pump, oh, this side right here with the crush washer, or I don't know, it's the crush washer with the washer. It runs to the this side right here with the washer. It has to go on the power steering rack. So just so you guys don't mix that up when you're doing yours. I just took off the adapter piece, so it's sitting on there right now. I'm gonna tighten it down fully, and then we're gonna run this straight to the back. And when we go to the steering rack, this little piece right here, I took it off from the actual line. It goes into this bottom one right here. So the washer goes in like that. Okay, so the washer side in first. Screw in as much as you can. So for both of those lines, oh, it's right here. They're both 19s. So find a deep socket somewhere, or you can use a wrench, but just find a deep socket somewhere and save you some time. But just be careful because they're aluminum and you don't want to over tighten them because you will strip them pretty easily. I think it should be good. But yeah, now that that's in, we just run the line from right there into here, which is right here, and we'll tighten that down. Okay, so I have the line in. It's not fully tightened in this one yet, but that's ran to the back. So now you got to run this 90-degree from the line, the end of that line, into the other piece that we put in. Let's see. Grab my wrenches with me. But as we go back here, see how the line's all the way up there? This would run into this. Screw on, and then it's not really comfortable, but grab this line. Come on. Don't give me a hard time right now. But this hard line, the high pressure line, doesn't really like flexing a lot, but you might just have to force it like this. Bingo. So it goes in like that. But obviously you don't want to tighten it down good and tighten this piece down very good as well. And then after you tighten this piece down to the angle you like, which would probably be up like this for me, and you okay, anyways, back to the video. So my phone died, but so I took a little break. But basically you run it at this angle right here and you tighten it down and it clears the steering. So yeah, you just tighten it down. So I'm gonna cut the video and just tighten it down, and once we get to this second one right here, I'll get back on the video. Okay, so I have it all tightened down on this end. There's one part that I'm a little bit sketched about, which is right here. This right here, which from the line itself into this 90, hopefully it doesn't leak because there's a few threads showing, but I tightened it down pretty good, so I'm not sure. But we'll see once we do the power steering and that. So next step would be is this line, run it off that top port off on the power on the rack, and run it. Basically, we're just gonna take apart this right here, basically tying down this little fitting, screw this into it, and then from this piece goes into the reservoir, and everything else is just barbecue chicken from there. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then it's barbecue chicken from there.
good. Okay, so just finished tying this last one down. basically, I'd recommend do this top one first so you can have more room to tighten it. But everything's run right. Just run it behind the steering, and yeah, basically that's how it's supposed to sit down here. Um, I gotta just tighten down this sensor so it doesn't hit this rack, but not rack, but the steering column. So yeah, uh, that's it for this side, and this thing just runs up to the top. This one right here, which is for the reservoir. So let's go put the reservoir on, and I think we should be done for today. Okay, now that we have all that run up, here's the line right here. Um, basically, it's where it's supposed to sit right here, but I think I can make it work here, but I think I'm gonna buy another line and extend it and have it sit in this area tucked away. Same with this. I'm gonna get order another 10A line and just extend it to sit in this little pocket right here. But next step would be just this is the 10AN that runs into this little banjo. I think it's a banjo. I don't know what it is, but basically tying that down, that runs into the reservoir right here, which would sit like this. But you see how cramped that is. Like I can make it work like that. It just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. So I'm gonna probably extend these lines. But yeah, let's get straight to it.
I love you, Gavin.
Okay, so we got the lines on. That's what I'm saying. It's a little too cramped, but I mean I can make it work like right around here somewhere. But I'm just gonna extend the line somewhere and just run it over here. But yeah, I just gotta tighten down these fittings, which I'm gonna just tighten. Well, I'm not gonna tighten them because I'm gonna order or go get new lines for them or extensions of the lines. So, but that's basically how you do it, and it's realistically supposed to sit right here on that because there's a little bracket that comes for it. But that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, I got this out of the way, just new lines, and we're basically done with the power steering and just put the throttle body on, blah blah blah, all that stuff, piping, and yeah, we're done. So that's gonna conclude today's video. Basically, it's pretty simple. It just takes some time, but yeah. Other than that, buying those lines and extending the lines so I can locate the reservoir in a better place, I gotta reconnect this harness, do my throttle cable, and uh, what else? Well, a bunch of fab work that I gotta do. But other than that, it's looking like we're coming too close to finishing the servo kit. I appreciate all the support, everybody tuning in, showing love. Drop a comment if you guys uh, have any tips or advice how to improve these videos. So yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Um, I'm gonna have to clean up all this stuff and then go take a shower and stuff. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, showing the love, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.